like a glove the day I fell in love with the way you said my name. I know it sounds crazy, baby, try to understand me, please do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I knew you'd fit me like a glove the day I fell in love with the pictures in my head. I know it sounds crazy, maybe one day I could share them with you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I really don't mind waiting as long as it takes you. I've been searching for so long, so what's another week or two? 'Cause every time I see you, life goes bright. The moon, the stars, the fireflies, they light. It seems as if the world stopped turning round and round since I found you. I knew you'd fit me like a glove the day I fell in love with a dream of me and you. Know it sounds crazy, baby, try to understand me, please do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I really don't mind waiting as long as it takes you. I've been dreaming for so long, so what's another dream or two? 'Cause every time I see you, life goes bright. The moon, the stars, the fireflies, they light. It seems as if the world stopped turning round and round since I found you. 'Cause every time I see you, life goes bright. The daytime in the middle of the night. It feels as if my mind stopped running round since I found you. 'Cause every time I see you, life goes by. The moon, the stars, the fire.
Hago yo camino en tus lugares, porque ya yo perdí la dirección. Fue tu aroma tan divino como mares, no pienso olvidarme tu calor. Podría yo acostarme en la orilla de la playa que me da tu linda piel. Pero mi pasión a tu quiero envolverme en la borrasca de tu cuerpo que tu beso hizo ciclón.